some things off of y'all to-do list. I definitely did, even though it was some obstacles thrown in my way today. So anyway, I do want to have a vulnerable moment with everyone. And honestly, another reason why I do create these videos, like I said before, is because it is somewhat of a diary for myself. But maybe the emotions and the things that I work through on my daily life may help someone else too. And what I learned, I don't have a problem at all with sharing. That being said, a couple of days ago or a while ago, I allowed myself to be vulnerable, afraid, nervous, brave, and firm, and I honestly just had to. I mean, I was holding on to so much, and it was overwhelming. Like, it started showing up in other spaces in my life, like work, relationships, and that strain of me continuously reliving these horrible experiences. Not really horrible, let me say this, that is based on how that person feels about the situation. So for me, it felt horrible. So those horrible experiences allowed me to live in a space where I didn't really want to forgive. I felt like if I forgave, it would allow that person to reoffend me, or someone who had the thought to victimize me get away with victimizing me or bullying me or whatever the case may have been. But those people were out living their own lives. They're not thinking about what I did to Tidra and how that's affecting her and why she acts like this when she's around me. They're not thinking about any of that. And my anger stopped nothing for them. I mean, they suffered no consequences for my grudge or for my baggage. So I had to take control of that emotion, of my own healing process, and forgive that person by voicing that hurt directly to them. And I let it all out. With me saying that, I also made it a safe space for both people, so that person did not feel ambushed, because they're not walking around thinking about how you're feeling. So you can't assume that when you come to them that they're automatically thinking about the same situation or the same hurt or whatever that you're thinking about. So you want to make it a safe space for both people. And I honestly started the conversation with asking that person about their own experiences, instead of just continuously thinking about my own perception of everything. And when I let them know how they hurt me, it allowed me to forgive that person, because in that situation they were ignorant as hell and they honestly just didn't know any better. That being said, it was not easy. I cried, I was soft, I was defenseless, I did not like the feeling. But hopefully, since I've worked through the painful part, I can now move on and breathe without suffocating myself. That's the lesson. Don't suffocate yourself. It's not worth it. It's not. And you can't be mad at other people when you're doing it to yourself. As always, keep pushing, because I am pushing with y'all every day. Y'all be blessed. Go hug somebody. Love yourself and laugh. It is now Friday. This is going to be the special announcement, the special message after Thursday's video. Now, normally I would upload a video every day, but for some reason yesterday I ended up not uploading the video. I had already recorded it. It was pretty much finished being edited, but it didn't happen. Well, this morning I ended up having a conversation with somebody that I myself victimized, and I did not make them feel loved. I made them feel like I didn't care. I was being very manipulative and things of that nature. And I didn't even really realize it until I took the time to forgive. It was my dad, to forgive my dad for a lot of the things that me and him went through when I was a kid. So until I did that, I wasn't able to even look at myself and be like, damn, did I do this to somebody else? Lo and behold, God said, you damn sure did. Well, God didn't say that, but God said, yes, you did. And me and that person just ended up having a conversation this morning. It wasn't even planned. And I apologized myself. This is not an easy journey, y'all. This is not something for the lighthearted. I mean, life isn't. It's hard because you have to be accountable for your own actions. You have to be accountable for how you make people feel, whether we know we make them feel like that or not. So always put yourself in a position to be able to self-reflect and apologize genuinely. Not apologize just because somebody said, oh, you hurt my feelings. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. No, look at yourself and say, okay, in that moment, what was my own way of thinking? Was I doing this to be malicious? Was this actually unintentional? Look at yourself and reevaluate yourself, because everybody ain't crazy, y'all. People been telling me how much of an asshole I've been for years, and I'm just not trying to change at 27. So, I mean, the journey just never stops, but make sure that you are open-minded to change, because if you're not, then it's not going to happen. Be open-minded to also apologize to people that you've also hurt. And look at yourself and self-reflect. Y'all be blessed.